From the versatile Mazda CX-50 to the bold and elegant Mazda CX-90 to the best-selling Mazda CX-5. Don't just move. It's time to move and be moved, and come experience Mazda right now at Team Mazda on Airline.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us for 9 News Now. I'm Tisha Powell. We're learning more about a shooting that happened outside of a bank. Baton Rouge police tell us that 2 people are now in custody on drug charges after one of them accidentally shot himself in a vehicle. BRPD telling us that the man was injured in the shooting, and he is Larry Scott Jr., and he accidentally shot himself trying to hide the gun from authorities. Another man, Dorsey Jones, was arrested along with Scott on theft and forgery related charges. All of this happening around 1 o'clock yesterday outside the Gulf Coast Bank and Trust on Jefferson Highway. Investigators say they were originally called after a man and a woman tried to cash a bogus check there. Police are still on the lookout for those two. As we continue to learn more, we'll bring you the latest details. In court, a Baton Rouge judge rules a convenience store on Highland Road is a nuisance and must close. The AM Mart has 30 days to vacate the Highland Road location. Judge Louise Hines agreed with the DA's office. The store is a nuisance due to consistent criminal activity on the property. The landlord is allowed to have a new business move in, but with strict parameters set by the courts and the city. We'll have a closer look at those parameters and more coming up on 9 News at 6 o'clock. Just ahead, a check of your evening forecast with Jeff Morrow. Welcome back, everyone. Let's take a look at our Sky 9 camera. And I put my jacket on before I left today, but took it off before I got in the car because it's so hot outside, Jeff.
Yeah, hard to believe that we're really in the month of January and we're dealing with record-tying temperatures, but that's what we dealt with this afternoon. High temperature so far of 80 degrees, and that would tie the record set back in 2008. Plenty of cloud cover out there right now, but it's not keeping us from warming up. 80 degrees right now at Baton Rouge Metro Airport, again matching that record high temperature for the date. 81 Gonzales in New Orleans, so we've seen mid and upper 70s, low 80s out there today, and that is 9 degrees warmer than the same time yesterday. So we're continuing with this warming trend. As we make our way through the rest of the week, we'll see those temperatures start to level out here right around 80 degrees. It looks like for an afternoon high for the next couple of days. Temperatures expected to slowly fall through the 70s and 60s this evening, so a mild evening in place. Doubtful that you'll need the jacket or the sleeves. We'll continue with the clouds in place, but keep that forecast rain-free through the evening hours tonight on this Tuesday. Heading from Tuesday into Wednesday, one of our issues we're going to be watching for is going to be the potential for dense fog. Right now, the National Weather Service has outlined almost the southern half of the entire state under a dense fog advisory from midnight until 10 a.m. So overnight hours into the early morning start, that's when fog will be most widespread and probably at its thickest. So we're expecting average visibility to be around a half of a mile to maybe 2 miles. So take your time if you have to get out and about early tomorrow morning or Thursday. Peak time 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. for when that fog will be worst. Low beam headlights, watch for kids at area bus stops, but also make sure to give yourself a few extra minutes out the door so you're not trying to rush. 80 degrees again for the daytime high tomorrow as well as Thursday. That comes close to record highs for those dates, but not quite reaching that criteria. We've got the first alert heads up for Friday, and that's because we've got storms on the way back into the forecast. You see the likely chance of rain in the forecast, but yeah, 1 or 2 of those storms could be on the stronger side. We have a slight risk for severe weather in place for portions of the viewing area for Friday afternoon, Friday evening. We'll go into more detail about that coming up on 9 News at 4, but for right now, it's about the fog, the record heat, and then we'll be watching for those storms as we head towards the weekend.
All right, Jeff, thank you. Today officially. And there's a lot of Mardi Gras events happening here in the capital area. Our digital team put together a list of parades, parties, and more going on this season. You can find this and more over on our website and on the 9 News app. And remember, the 9 News app is a great way to keep up with things going on in our area. If you haven't already, be sure to download the 9 News app. I'm Tisha Powell. Thank you for joining us for 9 News Now, and be sure to join us again in 25 minutes for 9 News at 4 on WAFB.
From the versatile Mazda CX-50 to the bold and elegant Mazda CX-90 to the best-selling Mazda CX-5. Don't just move. It's time to move and be moved, and come experience Mazda right now at Team Mazda on Airline.